Hello. Chinese drama A Date with the Future EP 16. Shu Lai was afraid of the dark, so Jin Shishan lit a candle for her. Shu Lai went back to the bedroom to rest, and Jin Shishan also went to sleep. She got Jin Shishan was asleep and quietly approached him. Jin Shishan understood her intention and pulled her to lie down. They slept on the floor in the living room, and Shu Lai slept soundly in Jin Shishan's warm embrace. Unexpectedly, the next day, Grandpa Jin came to clean the house and saw Jin Shishan sleeping with a girl. Grandpa Jin told him to bring Shu Lai home for dinner tonight in a tone that brooked no objection. This unexpected meeting with the parents made Shu Lai nervous and anxious. She was afraid that Grandpa Jin would have a negative impression of her. Jin Shishan had talked about her with Grandpa Jin, and under Shu Lai's questioning, Jin Shishan admitted to his grandfather that he liked her. Shu Lai handed the internal information of TC Corporation to Captain Chin for review. Captain Chin showed her the lawyer's letter sent by TC Corporation. He said that the TC Corporation matter was complicated and they needed 100% solid evidence before they could report it. Shu Lai gave a copy of an internal investigation report to Zhou Tingwei and asked him to find a miniature camera for her. She wanted to conduct a secret investigation in the factory. Zhang Xin overheard her conversation with Xiao Zhou and started scheming again. During dinner, Grandpa Jin asked many questions, thinking that they had already progressed in their relationship. He asked when they would get married, and Jin Shishan nervously said he would take responsibility for Shu Lai. Shu Lai explained that they had only recently met and needed some time to get to know each other better, so they weren't in a rush to get married. Shu Lai saw a piano in Jin Shishan's house and played a song. Jin Shishan recognized her as the little girl who had healed him years ago, and Shu Lai learned that her teacher, who had taught her piano, was Jin Shishan's mother. It turned out that they had met a long time ago. Zhang Xin learned that Shu Lai was going to secretly investigate the processing plant today and anonymously called Sun Lei to inform him. Jin Shishan was worried about Shu Lai's safety going alone, so he took a day off to accompany her in the investigation. When Sun Lei showed the listing plan to Huo Yanzong, he received an anonymous call and immediately rushed back to handle it. Shu Lai and Jin Shishan successfully entered the processing plant and took evidence of expired parts. At the same time, a dozen people trapped them inside the factory. After a thrilling fight, Jin Shishan managed to escape the processing plant with Shu Lai, but the door outside was locked, and Shu Lai's phone was dropped during the fight. Huo Yanzong remembered that Sun Lei had mentioned the processing plant during their phone call, and he was worried about Shu Lai's safety, so he immediately went to confirm. While the others were still catching up, Jin Shishan asked Shu Lai to hide and handed her his phone. Jin Shishan attracted the assailants while he was outnumbered, and with his declining stamina, he was brutally beaten and had a bottle smashed on his head. Shu Lai saw him being attacked and ran out. Sun Lai's henchmen were about to attack her as well. Huo Yanzong arrived with Han Fang and saved them just in time. Jin Shishan was rushed to the hospital for emergency treatment, and Shu Lai waited anxiously outside the emergency room, her heart hanging in the balance. After the rescue, Jin Shishan was safe and would wake up after the anesthesia wore off. She instructed Shu Lai to stay with him in the hospital room. Sun Lei went to Yunkai Group, and Huo Yanzong beat him up and warned him not to have any more ideas about Shu Lai. Jin Shishan woke up and saw Shu Lai by his side, with a wound on her forehead. Jin Shishan blamed himself for not protecting her well. Sun Lei discovered that Zhang Xin was the one who called him, and he called her to propose a deal. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.